my name is Nicole Gloria from BSMT1A and welcome back to my channel. So today guys, we'll be learning about communication for work purposes. So the objective of this report is to learn what is communication in a workplace, why is communication important to a workplace, what is the effective communication in a workplace, why does effective communication in a workplace important? So let's get started. Now, so if you're already graduated or you have already finished your studies, it is always expected that you will be going to bigger places and also to be going to the reality, which you'll be needed to be equipped in terms of communication skills, because it is an important aspect in applying for a job and live the career of your dreams. Now, you'll still be going to write and you'll be still needing the verbal and the non-verbal communication. When you are out there in real life situation, whatever career path you have taken, you will still have to write and communicate to others. So let us know more about communication for work purposes. Now, first things first. What is communication in a workplace? So, according to my research in wikipedia.org, workplace communication is the process of exchanging information and ideas both verbally and non-verbally between one person or group and another person or group within an organization. So in this, it includes emails, video conferencing, text messages, notes, calls, and etc. That is part of the non-verbal communication in a workplace. So for instance, you're one of the employees in a certain fast food chain company and you are particularly their cashier in their company. Communication is very important in exchanging information and receiving information as well when taking orders of the customers through intrapersonal communication, and it could be also useful when you are greeting your co-workers in your company, and that is an example of the verbal communication in a workplace. And second, why is communication important to a workplace? So as I said earlier, to get things in a job done, communication is needed. Communication is needed to get everything done ahead with proper and effective communication. Communication is a way to communicate to others and exchange information towards to employees and understand each other, and there will be no misunderstandings and job will be done effective. Proper workplace communication has many benefits. More specifically, it enables organizations to become more agile and achieve better workplace alignment. It also improves some of the most important KPIs around employees, retention and engagement, motivation, and talent attraction. So there are 5 ways why communication is important for your workplace. So, the importance of strong communication runs deep within a workplace. Here are 5 key reasons why you should be paying attention to communication in a workplace. So, the first one is team building. Building effective teams is really all about how team members communicate and collaborate together. By implementing effective strategies such as those listed below, to boost communication, you will go a long way toward building effective teams. This in turn will improve morale and employee satisfaction. So in team building, of course, we will be needing communication in order to understand each other's feelings, and you'll be able to express your feelings towards your co-employee. So the second one is gives everyone a voice. So as mentioned earlier, employee satisfaction can rely a lot on their having a voice and being listened to. Whether it can be in regards to an idea they have or had or about a complaint they need to make. Well-established lines of communication should afford everyone, no matter their level, the ability to freely communicate with other peers, colleagues, and superiors. The next one is innovation, where employees are enabled to openly communicate ideas without fear or ridicule or retribution. They are far more likely to bring their idea to the table. They are more like they are free to give their ideas to their co-workers in a workplace. Innovation relies heavily on this in our or and organization which encourages communication is far more likely to be an innovative one. So the next one is growth. So growth is also a very good benefit in communication in the workplace. Communication can be viewed both internally and externally. By being joined up internally and having strong lines of communication, you are ensuring that the message you are delivering externally is consistent. Any growth project relies on strong communication and on all stakeholders, whether internal or external, being on the same wavelength. So, the last but not the least is the strong management. So, of course, if you have a good communication skills in a workplace, you will able to build a strong management in a organization or in the company. When managers are strong communicators, they are better able to manage their teams. The delegation of tasks, conflict management, motivation, and relationship building. All key responsibilities of any managers are all much easier when you are a strong communicator. Strong communication is not just the ability to speak to people, but to empower them to speak to each other. Facilitating strong communication channels is a key. So next one is, what is effective communication? So effective communication occurs when a message is sent and received accurately. In every aspect of life, both professional and personal, effective communication is important to success and happiness in our daily lives. So another important aspect in effective workplace communication is taking into consideration the different backgrounds of employees. So while diversity enriches the environment, it can also cause communication barriers. Like for example, peoples have different culture, different beliefs. So difficulties arise when a coworker's cultural background leads him or her to think differently than another. It is for this reason, not that knowing that intercultural communication at work and learning how to treat others without offending them can bring several benefits to the company. Now, let us talk about why is effective communication important to a workplace. So, effective communication is critical in getting the job done, as well as building a sense of trust and increasing productivity in the workers and the employees. Workers may have different culture and backgrounds and can be used to different norms. To strengthen employee cooperation and avoid missed deadlines or activities that could affect the companies negatively, effective communication is crucial. Ineffective communication leads to communication gaps, so which causes confusions, wastes time, and reduces the productivity. So that is why it is really needed to have an effective communication in our workplace. So as we all know, communication plays a vital role in our daily lives, and communication is also an integral part of the workplace. So in a modern age, in which we will live, we receive, send, process a large amount of news and information every day, associated with almost any company, any workplace. So that is why communication would would be a very big help in applying or in getting into a job. So effective communication is very important in a workplace, because ensures the operation of the workplace, and it is the quality of communication that can significantly affect the results of work. It may be either productive or not. And improving communication can be done by choosing the use of the signs or symbols common to the participants of the communication process, which is not always just the language, but also pictures, gestures, and etc., resulting from the company's common culture and experience. So, gestures or pictures can be used to better explain the message to the employee. Successful communication is well thought out and purposely presented, because quality communication is the basis for the success of the work. Of course, every company, um, they strive hard, they strive for the best for the company. We all know that every company wants the very best for their company. That is why they would always choose best communicators, and they would always practice their employees to communicate to each other. Quality communication in the workplace can eliminate unnecessary problems and promote better performance. The ability to communicate effectively in the workplace can increase overall productivity and create a strong team. If employees consult with each other and consider the views of others, they will be interested in cooperating more and finding the best solution together. That is also part of the team building. And by creating good communication, managers can better understand the talents and skills of their employees or the workers. Then give clear instructions to the people who are best suited to the task, thus increasing the overall effectiveness of each of the employees of each particular project that is given by the managers. So when teams fail to communicate effectively, the results are detrimental to the company. Of course, uh, if the employees have poor communication skills, and they will have misunderstandings, and it will lead to poor productivity, and that will affect the company's success. Research by the US company Gartner shows that 70% of the company's mistakes are due to poor communication. That is very true. These statistics show how important communication is and why more attention needs to be paid to clear instructions and negotiations to avoid mistake in the workplace. So here are some of the pictures or GIFs that show a good communication in a workplace. So so basically, they would have the increase of their marketing. They would improve their um, productivity of the company. They would have good results when having a good communication, when everybody is getting along well and understand each other. So in the next is we have here pictures or GIFs of having poor communication in a workplace. So basically, they couldn't have a good communication. That is why they have poor productivity in their company, and also they couldn't understand each other, because some are not listening to the managers or the superiors in the company. They are not communicating well. That is why they have poor productivity in the workplace.